Hello there. My name is Henry O. And this is Urego Blessing Literature in English TV. In this video, we are going to treat the topic functions of literature. You may call them the significance of literature, the importance of literature, the relevance of literature, the merits of literature, the usefulness of literature or the use of literature, the advantages of literature. I am telling you these terms so that you are not thrown off balance should you see any of them in an examination. The functions of literature are numerous. In this video, we are going to summarize them as follows. Literature educates. Through literature, we gain the skills to do things such as storytelling, dancing, music that is singing, and arty plays. We equally acquire the skill to write books from literature. Literature informs. Through literature, we are informed about what happened generations before we were born. We are also informed about what happens in the other parts of the world where we have not been to. Literature instructs. The work of literature we read or the performances we watch instruct us on the right path to tread on the journey of life. So it provides guidance or directions which help us to avoid pitfall. Literature teaches. From the stories, riddles, adages, and proverbs our elders tell us, we gain wisdom and better understanding of life. It also teaches us morals of what is expected of us in the society. Literature teaches us in the sense that from literature we know the norms, ethics, values, and virtues expected of us as what? The younger generation. Literature entertains and provides pleasure. Works of literature like music, dance, performing plays always provide pleasure and realization. In some instances, you see that audiences or the guests at social gatherings are entertained with works of literature like dance, music, or acting plays, while fresh light refreshment is going on. There are times we find ourselves laughing to ourselves or burst into laughter even when we are alone because we are reading something funny from a novel, play, or poem. Yes, literature actually helps to ease off tension after a very hectic day. Literature preserves and transmits our culture from one generation to another. You see that much of what we, the present generation or age know today, would have been lost if not for literature. But with the help of literature, we know what was attainable ages ago, that is, generations before we were born. And these two will be there for coming generations to see. Literature transforms. How do we mean? You see that the average African man has almost been transformed in almost every area of his life. The way we dress today, what we are speaking today, even some of the food we eat today was not really what we are doing in the past. Our forefathers used to eat. But because of literature, through the books we are reading, through the movies we watch, through stories we hear, we are now transformed in our culture. So our culture has become a mixture of the African culture and the Western culture. That is transformation. It also transforms our mind, helping us to view things from different perspectives. Literature corrects the ills in the society. You will recall that one of the definitions of literature we considered in the second video in this channel says literature is a mirror through which the society sees itself. And what is the function of a mirror to us as humans? To help us make adjustments after dressing up. If we see that our clothes are not well arranged, when we stand in the front of a mirror, what do? We make sure we adjust ourselves to look good before going out. And because literature reveals or exposes the reality of man, man is able to correct himself, to put himself on the right path through listening to stories or reading books. So it actually corrects the ills. Another word for is wrongs or mistakes of man. Literature is a field of study. How do I mean? It is a subject of study. It is studied in the primary school and the secondary school, even tertiary institutions. In the university, in most universities, literature is one of the courses. We have a department of literature in English. We also have some schools call it, they merge it with English language, calling it the Department of English and Literary Studies, or the Department of English and Literature in English. Even in the nursery and creche, yes, our children do literature, where you hear children singing songs such as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, How I Wonder What You Are, or Tonsi, Come and Dance, Super, Super, Oh, or Pawpaw is a kind of food, yellow like, they are doing literature. So it is a field of study. It is one of the subjects taken in certificate exams like West Africa Examination Council, National Examination Council, JAMB, Post-UTME, and other degree examinations in the high institutions. So it is a field of study. Even as I am talking now and you are listening, what are we doing? We are teaching and learning literature as a subject. Again, literature is a means of livelihood. Yes, it is a means of earning a living, making money. Poets, novelists, and playwrights make much money from the novels, poems, and the plays they write. The middlemen who sell these books to the readers make a lot of money from the sales too. There are teachers employed by the government in this primary school, secondary school, and the university as lecturers who are paid for teaching literature. These people are well paid by the end of the month. So it is a means of making ends meet. Literature helps us to understand understand life and society better. Through the study of literature, we get to understand the real value, meaning of life, because literature also means life. You will record that in that second video, in which I define the literature, I say there that if you remove literature from the society becomes lifeless or meaningless. So we understand what life is all about better when we study literature. Literature improves our use of what? Language. Because literature, in literature, language is the raw material for creativity. You see that our use of language is what? Enhanced. A student of literature in English or a graduate of literature in English has a very good command of the English language or whatever lingua franca they use in their area. Language is shaped for when it is constantly used. That is, the more we speak our language, the better we become. Because in literature we have to do with storytelling, story writing, we are conversant with the use of African proverbs, idioms, riddles, and others, all of which add a color to our language. This is where we will draw the curtain for today. I believe you have learned something from this video. If you do enjoy this video, share this video with others, please, so that they too can enjoy what you enjoy. Share this video with others, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. If you do not enjoy this video or understand what I teach here, let me know by dropping your observations, constructive criticism, and recommendations on how I can improve on the quality of this video at the comment section. Thanks for listening to this video. For now, I am out of here.